It's episode 13 of Mean on Mondays.
Yes, it is.
I'm Christina.
I'm Joe.
And we're glad you're here today. We want to talk about versatility and why this is such a huge deal in the dance industry today, why it's such an important part of your training and your career to be versatile.
Absolutely. And there are so many takes on this particular word, but what we want to particularly talk about today is getting drawn into the latest trends. And I think it's really important and in fact normal and healthy, especially as creatives, to be aware of new things as they come up, as they emerge, to be supportive, to be excited by them. It's part of what helps us continue to grow. But what we want to talk about is not selling yourself out to a niche, remaining versatile in an industry where, in terms of your longevity, in terms of your ability to be as available as possible in lots of different ways for different work, to step in and be a part of different things with different people, versatility is key.
What's really interesting is of course, as a creative, as a dancer and someone who wants to work, it's so important to be aware of what the trends are and to really understand them. But if you're looking at it in a way that you want to validate yourself, that you're going to be somehow cooler or better by engaging in these things because it's a new thing, the new thing just keeps changing. So you can't look at it in a way to validate yourself, but you can look at it in a way to keep current and to make yourself, there's that word, more versatile, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you're back to what you were saying about making yourself valid, if you're constantly chasing the trend to make yourself valid, you'll be chasing always. And the thing is, some of these trends that we see looking so good look so good because you're seeing a dancer with a really solid foundation, being a chameleon and stepping into something that's current in the moment. But they've laid a foundation. They've laid a foundation in their training period, or they continue to jump back into that and remind themselves continuously of the basics, which is not something we all love to do. The point being, continue to train in areas that support your foundation and be aware of what's going on. It's not about throwing out what you've done 5 minutes ago because something new has come along, and continue to take all of those classes which will make you available for so many more expressions of being a dancer, because sometimes the trends actually don't speak to what you might need.
What's interesting is that sometimes the stuff that you are excited about taking or drawn to can give you sort of a false foundation for television and film. Let's say, for instance, I want to work on TV. So if that's what you want to do, there's a pretty good chance that 99 out of 100 jobs are not going to be that contemporary dance that you're drawn to right now, or that possible jazz funk style. However, if you want to train and learn a line, that's what's going to be marketable. So you need to get yourself into those technical jazz classes, which are going to support your foundation, and then you'll be able to have any of those jobs.
And so all of the styles, I think it's important to acknowledge that we're saying all of the styles are relevant to dance. But if you're looking to remain available to as many opportunities to perform and dance as possible, you want to make sure that you're learning to speak many dance languages, because all of them are appropriate in different moments. And when you might see contemporary in a music video in one moment, then it might be a classic jazz line in a film the next. So you're giving yourself way more potential for opportunity if you're giving yourself way more range in your preparation.
Yes. My advice would be stay versatile. Especially if it lights you up, go do it. Stay with your foundation, be able to hit those lines and be strong with them. Take your ballet, and I know the teachers are going to be so happy that we're saying this, but there's even a hip hop dancer who just wants to be a hip hopper can learn so much from ballet. But the more you have to pull from, the more marketable you will be, and the longer your career can last, because you never know, there's going to be so many different jobs out there, don't you think?
Absolutely. And the bottom line for me is you are so much more than a niche. You're so much more than just a trend that flares up for a moment. And because you have that ability to last for such a long time with something that we love so much in dance, you want to make sure that you haven't just sold out for every single one of those as they come up, thinking that that's going to be the definition of you and make you available for something. I think you should know what all of those are. I think there's nothing wrong with having some healthy boundaries to be able to frame the trends as they come along, know what works for you, honor those boundaries. But I think it's really important to stop chasing that as the only validation. I think it's important to stay versatile, and I think how you do that is to continue to take class in everything. I think it's to continue to take on as much information as you possibly can that allows you to be confident from a place of understanding your range rather than having to step into one thing or another as it comes flying by.
Yes. And with that, we'll see you next time.
Bye.